Paul, where's my favorite? Autograph here, what? I'm sorry, I don't have my quill.
And there's Madison, 36-year-old and a term, also from Sweden. In fact, she sent 7 men to Philadelphia. Looks an 8, but Patrick Henry refused. He said,
I smell a rat. Why is this a new government? We already have the Confederation Congress in New York. You have a problem, you take it up with them.
those would not be the last words from Mr. Patrick.
You got that right, little baby.
In fact, Henry and Madison would have their dramatic showdown on Richmond. We'll get to that clash of the times in due course. In the meantime, Washington decided that
As America's big fetus convention was done, this room must be kept a secret. We can have today's speeches be shown at tomorrow's newspapers. That means no one here but the delegates. And when they leave for the day, they must say nothing to the people outside. And just in case of eavesdroppers, I want all the windows closed and tight.
It'll be like a furnace in here.
That way you sweat from the heat and from the hot air public opinion.
Only the delegates are allowed in this room. Who's going to fill the equals? One team after the spittoons.
We'll need someone that won't be able to... I've got it. We'll hire a deaf girl.
So they hired my sister, Margaret, who was indeed deaf. But what they didn't know was that Margaret and I were twins. When Margaret took ill from the measles, I went to work in her place. And that's how I became a witness of the miracle in Philadelphia.
It was a miracle. In Philadelphia, it was a miracle. It's true. 55 men who sat right here knew what they had to do. It was a miracle. In Philadelphia, it was a miracle. For sure. Words that they wrote became the laws. They made us more secure. Every so often in the life of man, people devise a wonderful plan. I'd like to tell you about one of those. Because of it, our country from the ashes rose. It was a miracle. In Philadelphia, it was a miracle. And how we didn't know we changed the world. Everyone knows it now. We men were not birds of a feather. We had was a miracle. In Philadelphia, it was a miracle. Men dared to mend our country's horn. Philadelphia, woo, Philadelphia, where the USA was born. We men were not birds of a feather. We had different points of view. We fought and we brought this nation together. It was a miracle. In Philadelphia, it was a miracle. Oh yeah. Men dared to mend our country's horn. Philadelphia, woo, Philadelphia, where the USA was born. Miracle!
Not give anything.
You want to know how poor the government was?
How poor was it?
It was so poor there wasn't money to pay the messenger who arrived with news of our victory over the British at Yorktown. So everyone in the room gave the guy a penny.
All the way to Yorktown for this, it may be time for a career change.
By 1787, after 11 years of independence, we were still 13 separated states.
We're not a country, we're just a measly confederation. We have no capital city. We can't pay so to defend our borders. Or pay sailors to fight pirates.
Pirates rule. I like this government. Long live the Articles of
There's only one remedy. It's called adventure among the states.
Madison wrote to Washington.
Dear General Washington, I'm inviting outstanding men from all 13 states to come to Philadelphia so that we might discuss our problems and perhaps alter the present system of government. I'm hoping you'll lead this convention.
Washington wrote back.
Choose someone else. I am still my country. It's not my business to bark again on the sea full of troubles.
Madison rode to Washington's house.
General, if this convention should fail, there's little hope of calling another. We need you there with us.
Last of my boy, I'm 55 years old, and those bumpy roads of Philadelphia are a pain in the butt. And more importantly, I like Virginia, and here I'd like to stay. That's why my number is here and I'll forget. I like Virginia, especially at bay. Go get Mr. Hamilton, he's my protege. I'll miss my chicks, I'll miss my gas, miss my accent, miss my class, miss my space, my teaching crew. When I'm gone, they'll carry on, but they won't miss me too. Well, what about Adams?
He's in London.
Jefferson?
He's in Paris.
So just go and harass him. As for me, I'm hoping that's the way it should be. 'Cause I like Virginia and I love my wife. I like Virginia's aristocratic life. I'm through with travel, don't leave me astray. But that little lawyer kept at me.
People hear that you're not coming, they'll stay home as well.
Finally, I couldn't take it anymore. So just to get rid of him, I said, okay, I'm on my way.
The only state that boycotted the convention was Rhode Island.
We're Rhode Island and we come this far. We like the roots the way they are. Sure, we may be small, but we're not inconsequential. Not for any harm, because the road is essential. We'll see no plans that make us mostly influential. We're Rhode Island and we like the way we are. We're Rhode Island and we come this far. We like the things the way they are. Sure, we may be small, but we're not inconsequential. Not for any harm, because the road is essential. We'll say no to plans that make us mostly influential. We're Rhode Island and we like the way we are. We won't be bullied. We're Rhode Island and we like the way we are.
It is for me to be here today. Ben Franklin, at age 81, was the oldest delegate in the convention. Luckily, he lived in Philadelphia, so he only had to take short trips each morning and evening. I propose that we begin each day with a prayer.
They can't. We don't have enough money to pay for a chaplain.
That's exactly why we need a new government. The boy who was helping Dr. Franklin took a shine to me.
Hi, Missy. You're the best looking thing I've seen in many a moon. I'm Christopher. What's your name?
When Christopher Sweet talked to me, I almost forgot I was supposed to be deaf. Hey, I'm deaf.
Pardon me, Missy? I can't hear. Oh, that's okay. You can just give me the sign, you know, like this. Boom, chicka, boom, chicka, boom.
Bye, bye.
Hearing, hearing, roll call. Delaware the Jews. Bill Stillman gas forward. Armorel is gas forward. What price milk and what price honey? Every state has to
Want the revolution, who foresaw this resolution? Little states say, wow, see 'em, that we have a legal veto. Big states find the speed of Donald. They want major overhauling. Pirates, kidnap Yankee sailors. We're too poor to pay the jailers. Bill is slowly getting slower. Our morale is getting lower. But
Women make me nervous. Liquor makes me ill. Still I am the man with the power.
He's the man with the power. He's got the
History's words, words about the deeds. It's great to be a winner, but every winner needs a squad who knows his pros. Can sail across the ocean, plant a flag and sail away. Paint your face on cave walls from Paris to Bombay. Crush your foes and then impose your will. But who's gonna know if you don't have a pro with 'em?
Who's gonna know if you don't have a pro with the will?
Storytelling's fine, fine for those at hand, but future generations would better understand. It's not who knows his pros. Can overthrow a monarch and climb upon his throne. Sack surrounded countries with rhymes all alone. Kick some butts and then some butts is filled. But who's gonna know if you don't have a pro with 'em?
Who's gonna know if you don't have a pro with the
Who's gonna know if you don't have a pro with a quill? I'm the man!
Yeah!
Order. Yes, Mr. Butler, South Carolina.
The government of this country is so large that we lack common interests. What does Pennsylvania care about the indigo in Georgia? What does South Carolina care about the codfish in Massachusetts? The interests of the southern and northern states are different as the interests of Russia and Turkey.
Why not try to overcome those differences by having each state join a national government that has power over all the states?
I'm with you, Dickinson. Why should the national government be unpopular? Will each state enjoy under the God's liberty and protection? Will a citizen of Delaware be degraded by becoming a citizen of the United States? Are the citizens of Delaware? The answer may surprise you. You should consider, Mr. Lincoln, that we are providing a constitution for future generations, and not merely for the circumstances of the moment. In our human news, our constitution is not one plan and finish.
Virginia has a plan
Nobody said anything on the table.
Tell us the Virginia plan, Mr. Randolph.
that a new national government ought to be established, consisting of not one, not two, but 3 branches of government.
Yes, you heard him.
3 branches of government. Legislative, judicial, and executive. The legislative branch will have not one, but 2 houses.
Yes,
you heard him. 2 houses. A lower house elected by the people, and an upper house elected by the lower house.
How many representatives will each state send?
The states with the most citizens should have the most representatives in both the upper and the lower house.
Wait a take a minute. Under that plan, Virginia, Pennsylvania, and Massachusetts will have all the power. The other 10 states will be down hand and put like slaves.
But why should Virginia, with 700,000 citizens, have the same number as Pennsylvania, as Delaware, which only has 59,000 citizens?
Won't the larger states crush the small ones whenever they stand in their way of their ambition?
You better believe they will. I would sooner crawl back into the British Empire than be controlled by the crooks from Albany or those renegades from Boston.
Mr. Patterson, you're a small member of the small state of New Jersey, but unless you think small as well,
My sympathy to Mrs. Hamilton, who has to put up with this arrogance on a daily basis. At least my sentence is temporary.
you keep my wife out of this.
I will not only oppose the Virginia plan here, but upon my return to New Jersey, do everything in my power to defeat it there.
If the small states will not go along with the Virginia plan, Pennsylvania will not go along with any other plan.
Order. Yes, Mr. Martin.
Maryland will never agree to a plan if it cannot be done on fair principles. This is the last opportunity of providing for America's liberty and justice. The small states must go along with the Virginia plan. Mr. King, when tears substitute for argument, it will have no effect. I consider this system on the table an amphibious monster. It will never be received by the people of New Jersey. New Jersey will not give up her sovereignty, Mr. Dayton. It is in vain to talk of a national government.
If the large states want priority grants, this convention is worse. Meaning the state itself will be finished.
And I say to you, Mr. Elbert, if a minority of the small states will not go along with the majority, the separation must take place.
Separation of what?
The large states from the small states.
The larger states stand at dissolve the Confederation. If they do, the smaller ones will befriend France, Spain, or another foreign ally. Who will be there to take them by hand or do them justice?
Is that what you want in Pennsylvania, Mr. Wilson? Your neighbor Delaware, owned by King Louis, French troops on the border, the smell of Wisconsin walking into Philadelphia?
That's better than what's walking in Philadelphia now.
If the Honorable Mr. Benjamin from Delaware is about to turn his hopes from our common country to foreign power, I am grieved that such an expression has not come from such. For myself, I am not about to accept poor relief from foreign power.
You don't need the relief if you have the votes in Congress.
Mr. Patterson, must you keep putting into every conversation?
You see, already Boston is trying to limit free speech.
Don't call me Boston. My name is Rufus King.
Are you not proud of your city, Mr. King?
I am extremely proud. Boston is the cradle of liberty. We were knocking off roadcoats while you loafers in Jersey were having them in for tea.
Why, you?
Excuse me. May I gain a few words here? Sit down, you two. We don't need that boy stuff in here. I need to tell you something about carpentry. When a round table is made and the edges of the planks do not fit, the artist takes a loaf from both and makes a good joint. Like the manner here, both sides, big states and little states, must part with some of their demands. We all want what's best for us. That's just human nature. Now, however, we should act like the legislature. Gotta compromise. Gotta compromise. If the little states can't wheel a little, then the states can't deal a little. Then together we can heal a little. That's what it's all about.
Gotta compromise. Gotta compromise.
Boys always win or lose, no equivocation. Government is more inclined on negotiation.
Gotta compromise. Gotta compromise.
Boys always win or lose, no equivocation. Government is more like on negotiation. Gotta compromise. Gotta compromise. Come on, guys, keep your eyes on the prize and compromise. The next day, Roger Sherman of Connecticut rose and said,
I have a compromise.
"You tell him, Sonny."
If representation in the upper house is based on population, why not have representation in the lower house be equal?
I'm liking this.
That way, each state, regardless of its population, will have two senators in the Senate, and that way only can Pennsylvania be equal with Connecticut, or can Virginia be equal with New Jersey?
Interesting.
Pocket. Timely.
Plan? Bravo! Proportional representation in the House, equal representation in the Senate.
Heary, heary. A vote on the Sherman Plan. Massachusetts?
Nay.
Connecticut?
Aye.
New York?
I'm here to tell you, Americans do not like what's going on here.
Could you be a little more specific?
We did not come all the way to Philadelphia to Washington. We can state government. Lansing did not want nothing more to do with this travesty. Are you coming, Hamilton?
Missouri?
Aye.
Pennsylvania?
Nay. I'm sorry, Mr. Sherman. I like your plan, but Wilson and Morse are against it. I must bow the majority. Thank you for sharing.
Delaware?
Aye.
Maryland?
Aye.
Virginia?
Nay.
North Carolina?
Nay.
South Carolina?
Nay.
The vote is now 5-5. The sharing plan will be decided on the state of Georgia. Georgia, how do you vote?
Nay. Bummer. It didn't seem like there was going to be any miracle in Philadelphia.
Dear Martha, 5 weeks of debate.
A little too short for it. Some of the delegates have gone home. I'm beginning to despair.
I was never more sick of anything than I am of conventionary. This city has no charms for me. I will mix with the company without enjoyment. It shall remain uncertain until I will return home.
We're on the verge of dissolution. Scarce held together by the strength of a hair. Please send my umbrella and blue coat. The honeysuckle against the house should be nailed up and made into spread. Have they in the carrots for too thick? Yes, they have, Georgie.
The heat of the night is unbearable, and we can't open our windows unless we wish to be tormented by flies capable of any kind of villainy after their purpose.
3 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock, and it's just...
Then on July 16th, a surprise.
McKinley has changed her mind.
Oh, my Lord.
We are switching sides.
I can't believe you did that.
Tell us why, Mr. Spade. Indians attacking our citizens on the western border.
Thank goodness for the Indians.
We North Carolinians need strong United States government to help defend ourselves, and we won't have a strong government if the Sherman plan is defeated.
Hearing, hearing. The sharing plan passed by 1 vote.
That means each state will send two, that's right, two, but only 2 senators to the Senate. How often will senators be elected?
Every 7 years.
Every 5 years. Gotta compromise.
Make it every 6 years.
And each state will send representatives to the House of Representatives, also known as the lower house.
How often?
Every year. Every 3 years. Gotta compromise.
Every 2 years.
And the number of representatives each state sends will be based on population.
Is this the Constitutional Convention? It certainly looks like it. Hello, everybody. I'm sorry I'm late. I hope I haven't missed too much.
And you are?
I'm John Layton from the great state of New Hampshire, home of the White Mountains and Lakewood of Missaukee. I would have been here earlier, but the roads were muddy. How are we doing?
We're doing fine. And you're just in time to hear Mr. Hamilton talk until supper time.
Man, load power. Give to the power to the few, they'll oppress the many. Give the power to the many, and they'll oppress the few.
Some men make their speeches that are 6 hours long. They say astounding, but they keep going strong. In this situation, till the jest is done. There are many often, I'll mention one.
We doodle, we love to doodle, that's what we do.
rushed and vigorous, only to be greeted by the vexing issue of slavery.
In 1776, Thomas Jefferson said that all men are created equal. Why then are some now masters and some slaves?
It's inconsistent with the principles of the Revolution and dishonorable to the American character to allow slavery in this Constitution.
Quite right. Slavery is a nefarious institution.
If the convention thinks the people of North Carolina, South Carolina, and Georgia will ever agree to the Constitution unless their right to slavery is untouched, that expectation is in vain. The people of those states will never be such fools as to give up such an interest.
Greece and Rome had slaves.
The Egyptians had slaves.
The world has always had slaves. Without slaves, we go broke, and we're not about to let that happen.
I say let every state import what it pleases.
The morality and wisdom of slavery are considerations belonging to the states. I cannot, in good conscience, question slavery completely.
The general government shows the power to prevent slavery.
What are you talking about? You own more than 100 slaves.
And I feel bad about that.
In fact, 25 out of 55 delegates own slaves.
The state of New Hampshire legacy ended the buying and selling of human beings.
How can we say that all men are equal when millions are locked up in chains? How can it be that all men are free when
They are people, are they not?
They're more like property than people the way you buy and sell them.
What if we counted each place as 3/5 of a person?
Would you, Mr. Baldwin, like to be counted as 3/5 of a person?
Well, if I have to eat food for much longer, I'm afraid I will be.
We'll have Mr. Morris's committee draft a 3/5 law by tomorrow morning. We'll adjourn until then.
Those person who's going to be wearing it. Now, don't you go all mushy-gushy on me. I'm still working. How about before I walk you home this afternoon and go on a canoe ride on the Delaware? I don't know if I'll have time. I still have to fill the inkwells and empty the spittoons. Help you do that. You will? Of course. And then I'm supposed to go home and peel the potatoes. Oh, the heck with the potatoes. Yes. Yes? Canoe ride on the Delaware sounds like a dreamy idea. Hello, sir. Wonderful job running the convention.
You lied to me, which I cannot relate to. Never had telling a lie myself.
I'm sorry, sir. We needed the money. Papa hasn't been able to go to work since he was wounded fighting Burgoyne and Saratoga.
So you've heard every word uttered in here, haven't you?
No, not every word, sir. The clinking of cups and saucers always costs me a few.
Well, we can't have you going around town blabbing about what we're saying in here, can we?
No, we can't.
I feel perfectly justified telling a surgeon to cut out your child.
I wish you wouldn't do that, sir. If you do, I won't be able to say yes when my boyfriend proposes.
Well, then I need you to keep secret all that you've heard in here.
I promise, Mr. President.
Why'd you call me Mr. President?
What are the alternatives? Your Highness? Nah. Your Excellency? Forget it. Too highfalutin. We need something simple, something American.
But do you think the people will respect the leader without a title?
My pa says in this country, what's important is what you do, not work for the town.
All in favor of 3 presidents, say aye.
Aye.
No deal.
I propose a president elected for one term of 11 years.
Elected by who?
By the legislator.
By the people.
You can give power to God, order, and people. It's dangerous. Letting people decide.
The feeble federal government and rehabilitates. Say goodbye to weakness, say goodbye to fear. We'll defend our people out of another tear. Got one more road to hoe before we go. We gotta sell the plan now. One more road to hoe before we go. Get out and sell the plan now. Oh, states will never satisfy, but we only need America.
Quill, and Father of the Constitution, Mr. Jamie Madison.
You ask why we the people? Who but the people can the delegates power? Who but the people have the right to form a new government? This new government is for the people.
These people should know that one wrong step will plunge us into misery.
And doing nothing plunges into disunion?
Tell us why a new plan at all. People were at peace until this new system was put upon them.
Then why were complaints heard throughout the land? Why were men from 12 states sent to Philadelphia?
Why
South, south, south of land. Now you got him on the run. South, south, south of land. One more state, the deal is done. Turn, turn, turn it down. Let's get want some sleepless nights. Turn, turn, turn it down. This man likes a bill of rights. And the governmental power is often misapplied. And guess who guys can tremble on big and small collide. This power now that is here is lucky to us a chance. If we find us someone who would be a state or France. South, south of land. Checks and balances on. Turn, turn, turn it down. It creates a juggernaut. Despite your best intentions, like having on your fear. That states will lose their power till Congress start from here. This Congress you're afraid of is men like us and you. Find out the quickest one and make the world less new. South, south, south of land. Turn, turn, turn it down. Pow!
Tell me this, Mr. Madison. Where's the mention of religious freedom in your document?
Happily, America has a multiplicity of religions, which is the best religion in any society.
Where is it written? Show me the words. You speak of liberty and security, but your assurance lack the force of law. Without the words that guarantee freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom from illegal search and seizure, without those words, sir, your document is incomplete.
That's it, sir. Then he saw an opening and unleashed a flurry of murderous retorts. At this, we can only wonder if Jamie has anything left. At this point, it does not look good for ratification. Wait a second, what is this? Eleme Randolph just jumped into the ring. What a shocking turn of events. This is the same Eleme Randolph that refused to sign the Constitution of Philadelphia.
If we can work in the Bill of Rights, I'm ready to ratify. Get up, Jimmy, speak.
Madison's trying to say something.
We peaceably should establish a more general government where has such a diversity in opinion and interest.
And
Whatever defects there might be in the Constitution, we will remove them by adding amendments. And the first 10 amendments we call the Bill of Rights.
It was a miracle in Philadelphia. It was a miracle. It's true. 55 men who sat right here knew what they had to do. It was a miracle in Philadelphia.
citizen and judge. Our northern delegates fighting against slavery. Our southern delegates fighting against slavery. Our Reagan officer, Martha Washington and Kathy Kennedy. Christopher and Katie. Ben Franklin and Madison really have to, of course, really this whole play could not happen without you. And you provided wigs and costumes, helped learn lines, provided food. This whole performance really could not have happened without the help of every single one of you. So please give yourselves a round of applause. In just a moment, when we turn on the house lights, we'll be able to enjoy some refreshments and to celebrate their wonderful job.
I like this government. Long live the Articles of Confederation. Now hand over the articles. Give me all your wallets. We're not looking down the errands. Eleme, hand over your purse. Let's cut the cities. Hand it over.
Here, we never disregarded our ground. What a triumph, our enemies find that we are incapable of governing ourselves. Look at them, like children, I'm telling you. Just follow your operations.
How can we govern ourselves when he says that one overrun to the side?
Fine, not guilty. Happy, good. Let's do one. What do they eat? I want tacos. Then I have some burger pizza. What about sushi? But I want sushi. Paying anyway. Not me, you are.
I am mortified beyond expression. I view the class as sort of the brightest one that ever dawned on any country. 13 states pulling at the federal head for
There's only one remedy. Call a convention of
Hear ye, roll call. Delaware, New York.
Joe.
Massachusetts, Georgia, and Maryland. Here. We're waiting for New Hampshire to show.
Aww.
Now say hello, New Jersey and Connecticut.
Howdy do.
And a howdy do to all of you. Rhode Island chose to thumb her nose, and that leaves Virginia.
Here.
Mr. Madison, that's our cue. The trouble far and near, heaven knows where we're headed. I hope we can agree on how to stop this trouble from spreading. When we fought the revolution, we foresaw this resolution. Little states say, wow, veto, that we have a legal veto. Big states find this veto golly. They want major overhauling. Pirates kidnap Yankee sailors. We're too poor to pay the jailers. Mail is slow and getting slower. Would you mind repeating it? One, two, three, four. When we fought this revolution, who foresaw this resolution? Little states say, wow, veto, that we have a legal veto. Big states find this veto golly. They want major overhauling. Pirates kidnap Yankee sailors. We're too poor to pay the jailers. Mail is slow and getting slower. Our morale is getting lowered. What price milk and what price honey? Every state has different money. Can we hold together? Can we work as one? What a job we've got to do. Can we get it done? Let's all say a prayer before we make this up the fun. Now or never, can we ever? Now or never time. We can pull together. We can work as one. What a job we've got to do. We can get it done. But now or never, can we ever? Now or never time. Here, I'm eating I've got the heart to go inside a riot. Women make me nervous. Liquor makes me ill. Still, I'm the man with the power. He's the man with the power. 'Cause I'm the man with the quill. History is words, words about the deeds. It's great to be a winner, but every winner needs a scribe who knows his prose. You can sail across the ocean, plant the flag and sail away. Paint your face on cables from Paris to Bombay. Crush your foes and then impose your will. But who's gonna know if you don't have a pro with the? Who's gonna know if you don't have a pro with the? Storytelling's fine, fine for those at hand, but future generations would better understand. A scribe who knows his prose. You can overthrow a monarch and climb upon his throne. Sat surrounding countries with friends or all alone. Kick some butts and then some guts to spill. But who's gonna know if you don't have a pro with the? Who's gonna know if you don't have a pro with the? Who's gonna know if you don't have a pro with the quill? I'm the man. Hear ye, hear ye. The first question we face is, do we try to repair the Articles of Confederation, or do we start discussing a new system of government? Yes, Mr. Reed of Delaware?
I say patching up the old system would be like putting a new cloth in an old garment, and I know Hamilton agrees with me. Absolutely. We need a strong national government that can stop fighting among the states, raise money, and defend the country. The present Confederation Congress is none of that. Articles of Confederation cannot last. They cannot be amended.
Hold on, fellas.
If you give too much power to a national government, you'll weaken the power of the states.
The power of the states should be weak. States should have their own money machines, know their own navies, know their own presidents.
Where are you, sir?
I'm President Catholic.
didn't doodle itself. Okay, I'm going to leave this room, and at that point, the doodler can come and get his doodle. The doodler never revealed himself. So Fry and Wesley of Washington's back. The convention then took a recess. Washington went fishing at Valley Forge. Sherman took the stagecoach home to Connecticut. Butler went sightseeing in New York. And some delegates just, well, you know. 1, 2, 3.
We doodled the days away.
Gonna
Write that Constitution, yes we will, yes we will. Gonna write that Constitution, yes we will, yes we will. Here's a plan that postulates we can rally 13 states. We can be that kingdom on a hill. Gonna write that Constitution, yes we will, yes we will, yes we will,
Yes, we will.
yes we will,
Yes, we will.
yes we will. Gonna write that Constitution, cap our revolution. Write that Constitution, yes we will, yeah!
The delegates returned refreshed and vigorous, only to be greeted by the vexing issue of slavery.
11 years ago, in 1776, Thomas Jefferson wrote that all men are created equal. Why then are some now masters and some now slaves?
It is inconsistent with the Revolution and dishonorable to the American character to allow slavery in the Constitution. Excuse me, gentlemen. As long as we're talking principle and character here, what about us women folk? Haven't we too far revolution? Didn't we too sell this country? I understand the importance of slavery issues here. But what about us women? Don't forget us. You call yourselves Americans? Some lost Italian called us Indians, but we're the original Americans, the Native Americans. I'm with her about principles and character. What will this Constitution guarantee for women? Why does it say all men and women are created equal? Why not all people? Women want the vote. And we want our land and autonomy. Down with the Northwest Ordinance. Indians' rights now. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's a whole nother Oprah. I think the delegates can only handle one problem at a time. Back to slavery.
Expectation is in vain. The people of those states will never be such fools as to give up so important an interest.
My, it's quite hot out here. Yes, it is. Yes. Did that gentleman say important? Why, yes, he did. Critical or life-threatening is more like it. I completely agree. We bought them. We invested our money in them. We own them, dear. And as their owners, we represent them. Can you even imagine life without them? What life? It won't be much. Who would do all the work? You wouldn't, and neither would I. And who would supply all the raw materials? Those meddling northerners, they'll want cheap cotton, cheap rice, cheap indigo, and the like. But have the nerve to tell us what we can and can't own? All this fuss about slaves and principles. Those northerners just want to control us like Parliament. We fought one revolution for our rights. I hope those abolitionists realize we Southerners are willing to fight another. Can you believe them? I know, they're so arrogant. Greece and Rome had slaves.
The Egyptians had slaves.
The world has always had slaves. Without slaves, we go broke, and we're not about to let that happen.
I say let every state import what it pleases. The morality and wisdom of slavery are considerations belonging to the state.
I cannot, good conscience, is the question of slavery to the states. The general government should have the power to prevent slavery.
What are you talking about? You had more than 100 slaves.
And I feel bad about that.
In fact, 25 out of the 55 delegates own slaves.
The people of New Hampshire would like to see ended the buying and selling of human beings.
That
They're more property than people, the way you buy and sell them.
What if you count each slave as 3/5 of a person?
Would you, Mr. Baldwin, want to be counted as 3/5 of a person?
Becky, can you keep much longer? I'm afraid I will be. We'll have Mr. Morrison's committee draft a 3/5 law by tomorrow morning. We'll adjourn until then.
Hey, sweet cakes. Just as I reckon, you're not deaf.
You hush up, Christopher.
Why are you telling tales like that?
Because I'm not supposed to be hearing what's being said in here.
Well, I'm not about to spread the word. Assuming, of course, that you'll let me walk you home this afternoon.
If you do, will you try and kiss me?
If you're lucky.
Then it's no deal.
All right, I won't try to kiss you. Not today, anyway. But you do have to wear the bracelet.
You made this?
Sure did. Got it bloody enough for the show for it, too.
Thank you. Look at it sparkle. It's beautiful.
So it's the person who's going to be wearing it.
Now you don't go all mushy-gushy on me. I'm still working.
Hey, how about before I walk you home, we go on a canoe ride on the Delaware?
I don't know if I'll have time. I still have to fill the inkwells and empty the spittoon.
I'll help you do that.
You will?
Of course.
And then I'm supposed to go home and peel heck of potatoes. Yes.
Yes?
A canoe ride on the Delaware sounds like a dreamy idea.
so-called Federalist Papers. Why are they so important? You're brilliant. It is an incredible new Constitution fails, and if the Constitution fails, you will have a government. Do you two find these articles constructive?
Constitution? Completely. We read all 85 articles. Well, you don't think that we read any of our articles. What else can you do to America? I mean, we don't have to fight over the I hate fighting. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Fight Night, Richmond, Virginia.
By May of 1788, 8 states had ratified the new Constitution. And then all eyes turned to Virginia, home of 1 out of every 5 Americans, and called the Pacific Current of the new Constitution.
In this corner, the firebrand of the American Revolution and former governor of Virginia, Mr. Patrick Henry. What is this business about we the people? The people gave them no power to use their name. It should be we the states. And in this corner, the man with the quill and the father of the Constitution, Mr. James Jimmy Madison.
You ask why we the people? Who but the people can delegate powers? Who but the people have a right to form a government? This new government is for the people.
People should know that one wrong step will plunge us into misery.
But coming nothing will plunge us into this union.
Tell us, why you plan it all? The people are at peace in this new system of government for the common.
Then why were the planes taken out the war? Why were men killed for defeating the union?
On West Rhode Island, this new constitution ought to be rejected because it endangers public liberty.
Let these dangers be pointed out.
Your president may easily become a king.
No one can become a king if you have to be elected every 4 years.
What if he breaks the law?
He can be impeached by the Senate.
The Senate is too small a minority.
It can pass no laws without the unit of the House.
What if it passes laws that favor the northern states?
The president can veto them.
What if he vetoes laws that most of the states favor?
2/3 of the senators can override the veto. Sell, sell, sell the plan. Now you've got him on the run. Sell, sell, sell the plan.
Any of the words. You speak of liberty and security, but your services lack the force of law. Or the words that will endure long after you and I are gone. Without those words that guarantee freedom of religion, freedom of speech, freedom of assembly, freedom from the press, and freedom from illegal search and seizure, without those words, your document, sir, is incomplete. Madison is hurt. Henry saw an opening and unleashed a flurry of murderous retorts. We can only wonder if Jimmy has anything left. At this point, it looks bad for ratification. Wait a second. What's this? Edmund Randolph has jumped into the ring. What a shocking turn of events. This is the same Randolph that would not sign the Constitution in Philadelphia.
If we can work the Bill of Rights, I'm ready to ratify. Get up, Jimmy. Speak. You can win this thing for us.
Madison's trying to say something.
All the world will admire us if we should be able, peaceably, to establish a general government when there is such a diversity of opinions and interests. And whatever defects there might be in the Constitution, they could be replaced by adding amendments. And the first 10 amendments we'll call the Bill of Rights. 168 Virginians voted that day. By mere 10 votes, the new Constitution was ratified. And supporters of Patrick Henry wanted him to continue his attacks, but he said,
Tried our best to hold the fort, but in the end we came up short. We fought to limit national power. This was Madison's shining hour. Now that we've had our say, let us put our anger away. Still got some work to do. Gotta push some amendments through. Trial by jury and freedom to say anything you want about the USA. Then,
in Philadelphia, it was